Hi, everybody. It's Kristi Norton, the Home Loan Mom. I'm in for Sean Zalmanoff for today's Mortgage Minute. And I wanted to talk about a couple things. First is the Personal Consumption Expenditures Report, or PCE. It was released this past Friday, and it delivered some surprises. The PCE is the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge, and it showed that the core index, factoring out the volatile food and energy sectors, grew by 4.7% in April. It was expected to stay at the 4.6% rate that was reported in March. So that was a surprise. In addition, consumer spending grew 0.8%, and incomes grew by 0.4%, so still growing. This unexpectedly strong spending, plus the still solid jobs market, and we'll see if this holds when the jobs market report comes out on Friday, and also the Consumer Price Index CPI report, which comes out in 2 weeks. That will give us an even better idea of where we are. But if these hold true, it indicates that inflation still does have its grip on the economy. Right before the PCE report was released, futures traders were inclined to believe that the Fed was going to pause rate hikes over the summer. Since the report, now traders are feeling much more likely that there's going to be a quarter-point increase at the June Fed meeting. The rates did come in around the 7% mark as we were moving into Memorial Day weekend. And that, coupled with the second thing I want to talk about, the debt ceiling, is kind of what's driving the rates. So the debt ceiling debate has been all over the news. As you may know, the debt ceiling periodically needs to be increased so that the U.S. government has the ability to borrow funds to cover day-to-day operations. Theoretically, there could be a point at which they are no longer able to make payments. That is unlikely. It's never happened. There are reserves to cover those payments while negotiations are ongoing. So it's very unlikely that this would ever happen. However, traders do need to cover their backs. And so they are likely to take kind of just in case actions, kind of defensive actions, and that's what they've been doing for the last couple of weeks. And when they do that, it often can bode well for long-term bonds, which means that rates can do well. However, that's not exactly what we've seen. We've seen a lot of volatility in the markets and in the rates, and as I mentioned, rates were even up last week. The bond market did actually respond very positively this morning to news that a deal was made over the weekend to extend the debt ceiling. That is not official. It still has to be approved by Congress, so we are waiting for that. So let's hope that we continue to see some good news over the next couple of days while Congress meets. However, you never know. I would say that what we should all be doing is kind of buckling up and hanging on, because we are going to be in for another kind of round on the roller coaster. This is going to be a bumpy ride. So that's really it. What I had for you guys today was talking about those two things. And if anybody has any questions, this is a great time to throw them in the chat. Otherwise, again, this is Kristi Norton, Home Loan Mom, and thanks for letting me be presenting your Mortgage Minute for today. And thanks, Sean, for letting me do it. Thanks, everybody.